out of apartment 5B.
You're now tuned into the Apartment 5B podcast, where we chop it up about hip-hop, R&B, sports, love and life. Hosted by Kill.
What's good? You are tuning to Apartment 5B podcast hosted by your man Kill. I got my squad in effect with me. As always, I got my brother Spence out of Philly. What's going on, bro?
Oh, I'm good, man. Everything good, man.
All right. Vegas out of BK. What's going on, fam?
Kill, I don't know if you know this, but I'm CPR certified now. So. Got any help? Anybody need help?
Yo, that's fucking hilarious. That's hilarious. And out of the borough of Queens, we got the mayor of Queens who was in the building. We got the mayor of Morgan State University in the building, my brother Kel. What's going on, fam?
Yo, it's good to be back, man. Glad to be here.
No doubt. Yo, before we get started, I gotta ask. The cheapest tickets to get into Madison Square Garden on opening night are $2,000. Okay? Now, here's the thing. I'm in no way, I'm giving the Knicks all the love that y'all deserve. I've been on the timeline arguing with Knicks fans because their belief is these tickets would be that price, even if my thing is LeBron is still, even though people want to say he's not, I still believe he's the face of the NBA. And that a huge portion of that price is based off of seeing LeBron James on his new team. Do you agree with that or not? Do you think that if they was playing the fucking Orlando Magic in this ring, because people are saying, Knicks fans are telling me it's because it's ring night and they're hanging a banner, that the tickets are $2,000 a piece. I'm not saying they wouldn't be more expensive. Here's the thing. Anytime your team wins a chip, prices go up. So that's I'm not debating that the prices would be more opening night this year than it was a year ago. But $2,000 for nosebleed seats, do y'all think that, how do you think LeBron plays a part in that, or it's all 100% people want to see the banner?
I think the ring ceremony plays a big part because they've been waiting for it for so long. So I think people just want to be in that building for that. I mean, because LeBron coming regardless of what team he on. He coming anyway. But I think this ring ceremony means a lot to New. I mean, I'm not from New York, obviously, but I think the ring ceremony means a lot for New Yorkers, man. It's been 53 years.
Right. So, Cal, Veg, y'all think the same thing? And again, I'm not disrespecting the ring ceremony. I just don't know if y'all are playing the Utah Jazz. Tickets are $2,000. You know what I mean, to get in. I could be wrong. That's why I'm leaning to the New Yorkers. What y'all think?
I agree with Spence. I think it's ring ceremony. Yeah, I think it's totally that. It's 53 years. People want to be in the building to see them get that. They hang the banner. Yeah, it's all about. All
right, same thing, Vag.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if the price tag will be $2,000, but that's a packed night, right? You get to see that, you get to witness that. Then you got the super team and the rivalry. Like, there's a lot there to sell. And like you said, LeBron, this could be his last run. So, yeah, I agree. But $2,000 for nosebleed seats is crazy.
It's crazy. Right? It is crazy.
I was at the parade. That was free 99, my nigga. Like, I ain't pay a dime. That was good enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
I don't know if you've seen some of the prices. Somebody sent me something with the prices for when we play the Cavs. Yo, nosebleeds in Philly was like $1,800.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm like, yo, this got to be AI. Like, I get the LeBron effect, but goddamn, $1,800 for nosebleed tickets against the Cavs. Like, I get it, the LeBron and the $1,800 for nosebleeds.
But I think as it goes on, the price is going to go down. The hype is going to go down. I think eventually it's going to go down.
Here's the wild part. I agree with you, but I don't want the hype to go down because I want us to keep winning. I want us to like come out the gate like gangbusters and be 20-0. And if we 20-0, them prices only gonna keep going up. It just makes me say I made the wrong decisions in my life that I can't afford $6,000 tickets because I got to take TNA. Because who goes to a game by themselves? Not too many people do. Right. So that $2,000 ticket is really $4,000, if not $6,000. And if you're coming up for the weekend and you get in a hotel, you're looking at a $10,000 night. You know, and that's for me, like, that's where I'm cheap at. We're all cheap in places. I could be a millionaire and I'm still going to be like, nigga, I ain't paying $6,000 for 2 hours. You know what I mean? Now, I get it. As a Knicks fan, 100% like what everybody said, you want to be in the building for the ring ceremony. But other than that, like, it hit me last year. Me and my man Esco always go up to see the Knicks and the Sixers play. And I probably spent like $350 on these tickets. And then we fucking lost. And it kind of hit me like, damn. I just spent $350, put gas in the car, drove all the way up, had dinner, and then we lost. Like, I'm not doing this no more. Like, I'm just not. Like, unless I can get a guarantee we gonna win, I'm not, which we can't. So, but neither here nor there. Just so thank you. I will admit on Twitter that I was wrong, that it is about the ring ceremony. I have no problem admitting I'm wrong. I'm wrong on that. All right, let's get into it. This week, we are going to be chopping it up. I've said this before. I've been taking bass lessons for about 2 months. I'm loving it. It's frustrating, but I love it. But it's frustrating, but all those things. So what I've been doing is really zoning in on James Jamerson. So for people watching who may not know, James Jamerson is what many people consider the greatest bass player ever. He was the bass player for the Funk Brothers, which was the backing group for all those Motown hits that you hear. So I've been listening to a lot of Motown. And I'm like listening to My Girl and, you know, Ain't No Mountain High Enough and Four Tops and all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, this music is just timeless. Like, it's still, My Girl still sounds as good in 2026 as it did when it dropped in 1964. Like, that's crazy to me that it still sounds that good. So it had me thinking about just timeless music that still feels good. And what does that look like for hip hop? So that's what we're going to be chopping it up about this week. Timeless hip hop. I'm defining timeless. And again, everybody can have their own definition. So if you want to break down like how you did your list, but to me, timeless is just that music that, like I just said, it still sounds and feels so good the first time I heard it 20, 30, 40 years ago in some instances. It still sounds incredible like that. And then I kind of want to look at music. And number one, I want this to not be a shot at anybody who I feel may not have timeless music. What I mean by that is that if you don't have timeless music, it's not that it's whack. It's not a shot. It's nothing like that. There's a lot of great songs and great albums. And I'll give you a great example. And I want to talk about this real quick and see what y'all think. When To Pimp a Butterfly first came out, me and Ev hated it. First 48 hours, we was like, we don't like this. What's this nigga talking about? By the second day, third day, we was like, yo, I kind of like this shit. Like, yo, by the fourth day, we loved it. It was 5 mics. Yo, this album should be taught in every university around the world. I pulled out The Pimp a Butterfly the other day. It didn't sound as good to me. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't. Like, it didn't have that same hit. There's really no songs that make it side all right. And another joint here and there that I'm like, yo, this is still it. And I think it was a great album for that time, maybe. But for me, like, that's an example of an album that I can't say is timeless. Because to be honest with you, I may not pull out The Pimp a Butterfly again. Like, there's really no song on there that I'm like, yo, I gotta hear this song. And again, that's no knock on the album. It's still a 5 mic classic in my opinion. But again, I just think that was an album that was for that time. During that time, All Right was like a damn anthem for all the marches that was going on with George Floyd and everything going on. So it's still an incredible album, still an important album. But just for me, it's not as timeless. It's crazy, Spence, that you got on the Tana Talk 3 shirt, because I was going to talk about that. When Tana Talk 3 dropped, it's a 5 mic classic to me. Loved it. Y'all know I love Benny the Butcher. I put it on the other day, and I'm like, outside Rubber Bands and Wait 97 Hove, I can't name you a song on that album. But that's a Griselda problem, I think. Like, their titles don't make sense. So it's almost like I can't even tell you a name of it. And again, it's not that it's not a good album, but I don't know if I'm going to be listening to Tana Talk 3 when I'm 68 years old. You know what I'm saying? Whereas I'm still listening to So What You Saying, and that shit came out in 1989 when I was fucking 15 and I'm 52. And I just saw EPMD up at DJ Cassie's Pass the Mic, and I lost my voice rapping along with all these timeless songs. So we're gonna talk about that later. That's what the show's about. I'm gonna set us off, and Vague helped me get through this because he was like, how many songs we naming? And I was like, damn, let's do 10. Then I started naming 10. I was like, fuck, I can name 10 from the 80s and the 90s. So I got 10 from the 80s, 10 from the 90s. I got R&B, I got everything. So we're going to set off with this. New York State of Mind, Nas. To me, that joint sounds just as good as it did the day it dropped a couple of years ago. It was the Heineken commercial when Nas was on the subway. It sounds just as good. Marsha Ambrosius just sampled it and used it on her album. It sounds just as good. That song sounds just as good as the first time I heard it. And the first time I probably heard it was the first time I heard Illmatic. I had gotten the promo of The World Is Yours, and I think I heard another song, but the first time I heard New York State of Mind was when I popped in Illmatic, and it still sounds so amazing. The second song, Souls of Mischief 93 Till Infinity. It just, again, as soon as that sample comes on, you know, this is how we chill. You know, 7 digits, Call of Bridges, her man's a midget. Plus he got, so I can dig it. Damn, like it still gets me just as hype. It's just as crazy like that. So those are my first two from R&B. That's from the 90s, from the 80s. Lottie Dottie, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh. The highlight of seeing the DJ Cassie Pass the Mic show was seeing Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick perform this song. It's one of my favorite hip hop songs ever. I always tell people this was the first song that had multiple curse words in it. This dropped in 85. This was the first song that I couldn't just play in my house. And I'll explain to my young boy, I'm like, fam, in 1985, the average black household had one stereo. So whatever you was listening to, the whole entire house was listening to. And I couldn't have my mother being like, did that nigga just say, and what's your wrinkled pussy? I can't be your lover? Nigga, nah. Nigga, nah. So I had to go sneak over my man Classic's house, and his older brother Walt would play it for us. So I just love Lottie Dottie. And another song during Cassidy's set was when Rakim came out and did Microphone Finger. Like, to me, that still sounds just as timeless as it did the day it dropped. I literally was hoarse from singing that song. On the R&B side of things, for the 80s, I got Never Knew Love by Stephanie Mills. That's the name of it, right? Right. Never Knew Love like that. Right. Never Knew Love. September by Earth, Wind and Fire. You can never go wrong with that. That's timeless. September will be getting played. And so if this was the Titanic sinking, if it was black folk on the Titanic, they would have been playing September while the ship was going down. That's always going to be it. For 90s, I got Poison by BBD. As soon as you I don't care where you're at, it could be a funeral. Niggas is gonna start bobbing their head. And I got Lady by D'Angelo, just classic. Will never go anywhere. Just exactly. Those are some timeless joints for me. Kel, talk to me. Hip hop, R&B, however you got. Give me two apiece, or however you want to do it, bro.
So you know, I'm gonna start with Queens. So
did I think it was in? I honestly think, here's the thing, and I know one of the people you're gonna name. Like, I'm gonna bet money this person is on your list. So I'm gonna hit the buzzer when you say it, because I know it's coming. I know it's coming.
So MC Shan The Bridge is,
yes, sir.
You know, like you said, you talk about UPMD with so what you're saying, same thing. The Bridge. When I hear them drums come on, I mean, you already know how it's just iconic.
Tell me this. Do you remember where you were the first time you heard The Bridge?
Yeah. So my man, Oren, a little across the street from me, used to have a lot of house parties. So he was playing, his brother was playing the joint in his car. And I'm like, yo, what is that? And it's just like, sound is so different, you know? And yeah, I'm like, so where'd you get this joint from? He said, oh, my brother got it from Jamaica Avenue, you know, main stomping ground, main shopping area and stuff like that. So I'm like, I got to get this record. Like, and I never got the record. Never got the record. But yeah, just a classic joint. I should have started with this first, but Sucker MCs, Run DMC, same thing. The drums, the beat come on. You know, just classic. I'm gonna go 80s R&B first, and then I go to 90s hip hop and R&B. So 80s R&B, I got New Edition, If It Isn't Love. You know, just classic. You hear everything, you know, like I said, you can hear commercials, you hear the movies. Everybody on TikTok doing dances, Instagram, whatever.
Bro, I almost don't trust somebody if it Isn't Love comes on and niggas ain't doing the dance. Like if you ain't doing this, bro, I don't know if I could trust you, man.
I got SOS band, Take Your Time. So I mean, just SOS anything is classic, but that joint is hits. For 90s, I got Black Sheep, The Choice Is Yours. Like you're talking about the dancing, you know, everybody crouching down, Bad Knees and all, you know, we just on that. And then I got Mobb Deep, Shook Ones. Gotta have that, you know, just again, same thing, iconic. And then R&B, I got Mary J. Blige, Real Love. You know, obviously classic. And then I'm gonna hit you with this one. I got a bunch, but this one, I don't know why. I heard this on someone was playing it on their IG page, but Tony Anniversary. I'm like, it's just time. It's a timeless song, you know. It obviously can play because of weddings or whatever, you know. Just kind of seamless every decade. You know, you can just play that joint.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all peeped it, but the guitar player, I forgot the boy's name. I'll Google it before we get off, but definitely check him out. He's on this musician, so this dude who interviews musicians who played on people's stuff. So again, by me taking bass lessons, I've been watching a lot of his joints, like him interviewing the boy Freddie Washington, who played bass for a lot of Patrice Rushen, Anita Baker, all these people. And he's interviewing this boy who was the guitar player for a lot of those Tony songs, for Lay Your Head on My Pillow, Anniversary, all that stuff. And he'll play, you know, he's playing it live for you. Amazing joint. Because for years I thought Sadiq played guitar or Dwayne did, because they both play guitar. But for the sessions, you know, a lot of times they were using him. So Anniversary is a dope pull. Like you said, that's going to be around for eternity. You know what I mean? That's always going to be playing. Spence, what you got going on, bro?
For the 80s, I got Apache, the Sugar Hill Gang. Just hearing that instrumental. And you had it where you at. You hear even the Fresh Prince and when Carlton and Will did their little thing on it. So it transcends through different times. People know it for Sugar Hill. People might only know it for the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or whatever. So even when that comes on, it, you know, it goes off. And I got actually Grandmaster Fast Furious 5 Scorpio. Like the instrumental of that joint just had the party rocking. You hear it on the old school channel still, like on Saturday night, on Friday nights, going crazy. So that still goes off, gets like the play. For the 90s, I got PE, Welcome to the Terrordome. The anthem production, the talking before he start rapping, just like something you never heard before. It's like, damn, they just stepped it up again when you heard that song. So I got that John, and I got actually for me, LOGs and the Bulldogs. I gotta have it. It's my again, just the instrumental, Ed spitting on there. Like for me, every time I still hear it, I might play it a couple more times, or I just feel like playing it. So that's for me. I ain't really do no R&B, but I do got R&B John now as we talking. Cameo Candy.
Woo. Yep. Man, definitely was on my list. Yeah, definitely was on my list, man.
Then you hear the Best Man, you know, doing the stepping. So obviously that's a timeless song.
And it's crazy you said that, and I loved how you broke that down with Apache, like how people can know it for different reasons. Because there are some people who only know Candy from they do the electric slide, like, and to me, like, it's like that's almost like true, and that ain't the song to the electric slide, but you saw it in the Best Man, and it was just like, oh, okay, bet, you know, we gonna do this. So either you thinking about Regina Hall stripping to Candy, or you thinking about that, or you thinking about how we knew it from when Cameo dropped it. I mean, and Word Up was the single, but Candy to me was always the banger. Like, I like Word Up, but I loved Candy. You got
another resurgence, like
that's the dope thing. And the Welcome to the Terrordome, people don't understand how big that song was. I think it was somebody who was saying like, yo, Shook One's the greatest hip hop beat ever. And I'm like, not to me, but I'm not mad if anybody says that. But somebody was saying something about like, does such and such have a Shook Ones? I'm like, nigga, does somebody have a Welcome to the Terrordome? Like, fuck me. Like, love Shook Ones to death. But Well, before there was a Shook Ones, there was a Welcome to the Terror Dome. You know what I mean? Welcome to the Terror Dome was tearing down stadiums.
Man, that thing.
Like stadiums full of 20,000 people. Welcome to the Terror Dome was doing that. You know what I mean? So it that dope pulls, but yeah, that Welcome to the Terror Dome. People don't understand how big of a song that was. That was
even how Chuck started off too. I got so much man. Like,
yeah.
I think I first might try to redo it over it. Remember he did it. I was like, should have left that joke.
Left it alone.
Yeah, I have never been a fan of that. Like, I pay homage another way, but not that.
Leave that joke alone.
Yeah, just walk away. Like, I always be like, why do people who don't sing better than Patti LaBelle want to cover Patti LaBelle songs? Like, to me, you got to sing just as good or better to try to redo somebody's shit. You know. Yeah. But Babe, what you got going on, bro?
I don't have any R&B. It just would have taken me way too long because I have trouble with these damn lists. But starting out with the 80s, I have Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5, The Message. I just remember being like a kid and that beat was the thing that really drew me in. And, you know, also back then, you know, when you're a kid and you hear the lyrics, and I was like, did this nigga say crazy lady living in a bag? I was like, she living in a fucking bag? Like, you know, I'm thinking like a grocery bag. Like, how the fuck did you? Like, Melly Mel was putting me on and shit. I was like, what? Oh. But you know what I'm saying? Like that beat, you know what I'm saying? And then Ice Cube and Das Effects did it justice with Check This Though. Mm-hmm. The beat never gets old. Even the Don't Push Me, I'm Close to the Edge is just iconic because it's so relatable to so many people. Like the minute you hear that lyric, you don't even have to be poor. You just could be on the brink of some shit and feel like, yeah, that's how I'm feeling, you know? So I feel like that's timeless. Eric B and Rakim, Eric B is president.
Yes, sir.
If this shit was playing when you walked into the block party or into the birthday party, it was like that was nigga. They put that shit on for me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like I came through the door. I said before, even when I came to Morgan, like that song was already like old. I came to Morgan in '95. Y'all know they play that shit in the party. It was the fucking '80s when that shit came on. Just timeless lyrics, timeless beat, all of that. 90s, I got Ice Cube, Jacket for Beats. I think we said this before on the show. It was just like, I didn't know you could do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know. I'm like, he jacking everybody. Like, Public Enemy too? Like, it was just...
Jack them
down with my crew. I jacked them too.
Right. That shit was unbelievable. And again, when you talk about timeless music, and to the point we made before, you know, 50s How to Rob, you know what I'm saying? Like songs like that really took a cue from that record and its impact at the time. You know, all it being different, but you know, 50 was pretty clever talking about, yo, I'ma just rob rap niggas. So yeah, those are well, that's one from the 90s, right? Yeah. Digital Underground, Humpty Dance.
No doubt.
Fucking beat alone. Everybody. See, a lot of y'all niggas on Twitter and shit, y'all be thinking y'all know regions because y'all met one nigga from New York or y'all met one nigga from Philly and y'all say that's everything. In New York, when we heard that fucking Humpty Dance beat, we wasn't like, yo, what borough they from? We was like, yo, what the fuck is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then we saw the video. So long story short, we loved it just as much as people who was probably from that region who loved it. But yeah, I just think, I don't know if that's a era that makes it timeless, but I can't imagine anybody who's into hip hop today going back and you say, go listen to the Humpty Dance, and you know, I ain't gonna front, shit sound old, right? It's shit like my mother used to say, like, oh, the twist, like the twist. Y'all that's the name of the song.
Right.
Like that's the dance fucking twist. Right. But when you hear it, you kind of get, oh, I can see how it could have been popular back then with dances and shit like that. Right. So it's the same thing with the Humpty Dance. You feel like, oh, it's a it's an actual dance. It's like, yeah, but to me, I was like, that fucking beat was just crazy to me. So, yeah, those are my two. But I agree with y'all on the R&B side.
Yeah. Now, and I love what you said, Veg, about you didn't know you could do that. Because I was going to bring that up when Kel said Mary's Real Love. Because a lot of people, like one of my young boys, you know, was like, yo, Mary cool, but, you know, I don't see the hype. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you got to understand at that time, people weren't singing over hip hop. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds simple, you know what I mean? But it really was when I heard when I heard Real Love, I was like, yo, she's singing over Top Billin'? Like, we could do that? Like, but this is a great testament to how our age group kind of saw the parameters of certain things. You know what I mean? Like, when I heard Jay's Rock Boys, they sampled the Minahan Street Band. And that song may have only came out 2 years before. And as a producer, I'm like, we could do that? We could sample shit that just came out? Because for years, it was almost like, yo, you got to dig in the crates. You can't use something that just got used. So when people hear that, I know they like, yo, what you mean? You can do whatever you want. But that was the problem with hip hop. That's what's wrong with y'all motherfuckers now. Y'all just do whatever y'all want. Y'all white people shit. You do whatever y'all want. You know what I mean? So that's why there was some rules. There was some parameters to the game of like, yo, I never heard nobody singing over R&B. I mean, over a hip hop beat like that. Like, yo, that's crazy. And again, shout out to Ron G, Kid Capri, and a bunch of other NYC DJs who started blend tapes and things like that. But that is one of those things of like, yo, I didn't know we could do that. You know what I mean? So that's what it means. Next up, and a lot of these joints goes back to, I got to shout out the DJ Casty show. It was Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, Moni Love, Special Ed, MC Light, Nice and Smooth, Onyx, Tretch, EPMD, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, and Third Base. You know what I mean? And you were talking about, an incredible night. Me and T was up the whole entire night. T was up the whole night. I got up for certain people. She was up dancing, spitting lyrics the whole entire night. So a lot of these joints I got from that. Special Ed, I Got It Made. Yo, when that dude came out that I Got It Made and that beat came on, it was just like, I felt like I was right back in 9th grade or 10th grade in Lincoln, Philadelphia. And it's like, yo, who's this boy? I Got It Made. You know, he outside the school, you know, and it wasn't even some crazy deep, because when that nigga said, oh, you burn me? Really? Think just blink and I make him. Like, that was crazy to us. So I get it. As a young boy, you like, damn, OG, this. But at that time, that was crazy. You know what I mean? So Special Ed, as soon as that beat comes on, it's a wrap. Like, Special Ed for that. And then, so what you're saying by EPMD. Yo, when EPMD came on that stage, it was like, yo. Like, so what you're saying was so hard. And because it was one of those times that in 88, this is 89, they come out with Strictly Business. And it's like, I love EPMD. Like, I was like, yo, this is my shit. How can you top this? And then you hear So What You Saying, and I'm like, God damn, these niggas may have fucked around and just topped every song that I loved off of Strictly Business. So it was like, this is incredible to me. For the 90s, I got We Gonna Make It by Jadakiss. Like, yo, when that beat drops, it's a wrap. I don't care. I will be listening to We Gonna Make It. My wall bathtub flip up. My walls do a 360. He be all right, though. You know, dead rappers get better. It's just too many quotables. I'll be singing that forever. 90s, Lucchini Camp Blow. There's no way that you can ever hear Lucchini and feel like, oh, turn that shit off. Like, who's really gonna say turn that shit off when Lucchini comes on? You can't. It's virtually impossible to do. On the R&B side for the 80s, I got Never Too Much by Luther Vandross. I will never get tired of that song. It's gonna still. I still remember my dad playing it when I'm probably 10 years old in 84, 85. It still sounds good to this day. I still love it. And then I got Encore by Cheryl Lynn. Like, I'm just always Encore. It's just some classic shit. We'll never get tired of that joint. Coming to the 90s, I got Come and Talk to Me, the remix by Jodeci. That Come and Talk to Me remix, oh, we can play that forever. We can play that when we die and go to heaven. If God would like to play that song, I'm totally okay with that being the entrance song to heaven. It's perfect. And then Tell Me by Groove Theory. I love that. That song will never get old to me. I still love it. It still brings a smile to my face. I feel like it could be a rainy day, and if Tell Me comes on in my head, it's a sunny, beautiful, wonderful day. So those are my four.
Yo, real quick.
That
shit was like the 2-step anthem. Like if you couldn't dance,
right?
That one, you a hell of a dancer, boy. You get a nice 2-step off of that shit.
Yeah, so. Tell me, man. That's just one of them joints. And I always loved their first album. There was a lot of dope songs, but Tell Me was just that's just it, you know. And the bad part is, I think somehow, some way, people kind of can say like Groove Theory was a one-hit wonder, because I don't think a lot of people actually heard the whole album. But the one thing that I never want to front on one-hit wonders about is you had that one hit. Yeah. There are some people out here who have 7-8 albums and never even come close to having that one hit that could end up on a list like this. So I know for a lot of times we be dissing a nigga a one-hit wonder or whatever, like
hard to make a hit.
Yeah, it's hard. Like it's hard to do that. So I mean, even myself included, I had to stop thinking like, oh, fuck them one-hit wonder niggas. That nigga got a hit that he could perform for the rest of his life. You know what I mean? So you know, I want to look at one-hit wonder, start looking at them differently. Like, yo, at least they were able to give you that one song that could end up on a list like this. Because there are a lot of dope MCs who are lyrical and all that good stuff who aren't going to make this list. And again, it's not a knock on them, but it's like Spence just said, it's hard to make timeless music because a lot of times it's just coming from, I don't think Luther was in the studio like, yo, Marcus, yo, man, we got to make some shit that they're going to be playing 50 years from now. Nah, you just get in there and you just make great music and you end up with never too much. I don't know if Cameo was like, yo, we got to make a song that a stripper going to strip off of in 30 years and, you know, they're going to do at a wedding and, you know, do the lecture song. You just make great music. You know what I mean? But it's hard to do that if you biting everybody else's shit. So, Kel, what you got up next, bro?
All right, so I got Stetsasonic, go Stetsa. Intro, same thing. The beat come on. Obviously,
them drums.
Vegas, them drums. Vegas from Brooklyn, so he know that's like the Robin anthem of
bruh.
You know, but yeah, them drums just come on, it's make you go crazy.
Bobby Simmons.
Yeah, I was about to say shout out to Bobby Simmons and that Go Brooklyn chant that has been used throughout the years. You got LL using it on a fucking Queen song.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Onyx got a new album out. They got Go Brooklyn in the back of that.
Now here's the thing, and y'all probably seen this by now, but did y'all hear that song was originally for Big, and that's why the Go Brooklyn was in there?
Yeah.
So that's why the Go Brooklyn was in there, because it was originally for Big, but Bull wanted the L's manager. I think God bless the dead, Chris Lighty threw him a nice bag, and he was like, yeah, okay, LL, here you go. So that's why you got Go Brooklyn in the back of doing it when it's a Queen song.
It's a Queen song. I got Houdini, Funky Beat.
Forgot about Funky Beat.
Oh yeah, that's. There you go,
bruh.
Classic.
And the craziest thing I love about the 80s is look at these niggas. These niggas
like no big change, just leather, nigga.
These niggas either look like an R&B group or they three comedians in the 80s with an all leather outfit on about to go on tour together. Like this the kings of comedy right here. But you know what I mean? God bless the dead with ecstasy, man.
Ecstasy,
an incredible group right here. Yeah, for real.
No doubt. R&B. Kill, you had Never Too Much. I had Never Too Much as well. So, love that record. Love, this classic. You talked about Patrice Rushen earlier. I got Forget Me Not.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how dope she is. She's dope.
She started out in jazz, and her very first album is a jazz album, and it's hot. I don't know if it's on streaming services, but a couple of years back I discovered it, and I was like, "Yo, Patrice Rushen had a jazz album."
I know that.
And she's mad young on the cover, but the album is great. But she's supposed to be out here on Saturday for the Montclair Jazz Festival or whatever, and nigga, you already know I'm gonna be there. Like, I know it's jazz, but
can we do Forget Me Not?
Right? Can I give my little real quick before I forget?
That's hilarious. That's dope. I got to check that though.
That's dope.
For the 90s, I got Dr. Dre, Nothing But a Deep G Thing. go to West Coast for a minute. I got Outkast, Elevators.
Yeah.
Which I just love. I mean, I could pick so many Outkast songs, but I don't know. That's the one that's hit me for whatever reason. 90s R&B, I got Blackstreet, No Diggity.
Kel, hold tight for 1 second.
Yeah.
For people watching, I want that to be noted that Kelvin has named a West Coast song and a Down South song.
Listen to that.
Vegas has named a song from Oakland. Because we're beginning a whole bunch of West Coast. All y'all niggas talk about the East Coast all day. I gotta do shit just to remind niggas, because niggas will be like, y'all just did a whole show and ain't nobody who ain't from New York or Philly. I'm just making some footnotes. And for you niggas who don't know what footnotes are, it's almost like sampling clearance. You used to have to, you say you got this from this book, or this is where you got this information from, and you will put it at the bottom of your page of your book report. Because I know some of you niggas can't read, so you goddamn sure don't know what a footnote is. But it's similar to sampling clearance. That's basically what it is. You're using something from somewhere else to make your point in the paper, and you're just giving like Red said, I'm cautious about lawsuits. I give credit, so you're giving credit. So just want to put that footnote out there for y'all. See, y'all can't say y'all don't learn shit on Apartment 5B, because I know there's a rack of y'all who are like, what the fuck is a footnote? So you just learned something.
Yeah, you're right about that. That's hilarious. Blackstreet, No Diggity. Just, same thing. Just the beat come on, you automatically know what it is.
And it's crazy that Queen Pen is on that song, because Queen Pen, I mean, it's kind of like you got a hit. I mean, it's not yours, but I mean, hey, hell, you can always break it out at a performance, and it's Queen Pen.
Listen, it's funny you said that. I mean, when you Spence, you mentioned Ed O.G. I just saw that you seen that thing with IG, Cadillac, something.
Cadillac Chronicles, the Born
something like that. So Ed O.G. just did that, and I saw Vita. She's
oh, word?
Yeah, she's doing the video. I'm like, she's doing all these from songs and stuff. So
right, shout to Vita from Morgan State.
Yep, Morgan State. There we go. Kill, I got Jodeci Come and Talk to Me as well.
The remix or the OG?
The remix. Same thing. That's the first joint. When I got to Morgan, they were playing that on the bridge. And I'm like, just kind of.
That impeached the president, man.
Oh, it's always. There you go. That just timeless. That's timeless in itself.
Yeah.
Those are my joints.
No doubt. Spence, what you got up next, bro?
I got Houdini Friends. Just the topic. Like, this song is fit right now. You hear the song, you hear the subject matter, you hear, you can relate that to your life with some of the songs. I just think, and I know we always talk about down the line of people talking this contemporary hip hop or grown man rap. These dudes was actually doing it then, though. Houdini.
Doing it in 85.
Yeah, they was doing all this back then with different songs. So they was always on the cusp with From One Love to Be Yourself. Like they was always doing it. So Houdini.
Even Big Mouth.
Yeah, Big Mouth.
Yeah, Big Mouth. Yeah. And I got Run DMC's Together Forever. Just like how it starts off, your dreams have now been fulfilled.
Get your seat.
Let's get ill.
Not just rough.
Come
on, Ron.
You got
enough.
Yeah. And then they just go
Together
back up
live at the Fun House. Oh my God.
Those were get you hype.
I would just be begging. I would come to New York and stay with my cousins in Brooklyn. My older cousin wasn't really into hip hop. I'm like, yo, please take me to the Red Parrot. Yo, please take me to the Fun House. Yo, please take me to the Roxy. Like any club that rappers rapped about in the 80s, I wanted to go. And I would end up getting robbed and shot. I know I would have, but it didn't even matter. I would have been like, fuck it. I got robbed at the Roxy, nigga. I was there where Lee was breakdancing. That's right where that nigga robbed me. Right there, man. I was right there. Like, I wanted to be in every Union Square, fucking Disco Fever, you name it. I wanted to be there. So yeah, that live at the Fun House. As soon as I saw that, I was like, yo, I want to go to the Fun House. Like, I want to go see. In my brain, Run DMC lived at the Fun House, so I go there and they'd be there performing. Like, these niggas was on a residency at the Fun House or whatever. Like, anytime I go, they gonna be performing Together Forever. But that's great.
Yeah, that bass, the drums, and just how them just going back and forth trading. Oh man. For the 90s, I got Brand Nubians, Pump Jump Up to Get Beat Down, the Diamond D version.
Yeah, the remix. Ooh,
the Diamond D version. Yeah, I mean, we already know because we thought, damn, Puba left. Are they gonna be able to do it? Then they come out like, oh snap! All right.
That may be like the one of, if not the best bounce back albums of like what are these niggas gonna do now that their lead singer left? You know what I mean? Very similar to what BBD did with Poison with that album, because nobody expected them niggas to do shit. It was like these three niggas. Whatever, and then these niggas.
Puba was the star,
right. I mean? You know what I mean? So that's and the video was crazy. I remember watching it. And the dude hit Jamal pocket. Jamal come around, flip that ball. It was like sit out on the train. I was like, yo, this shit hard, man. They
were hardcore.
Then at the end, they in the end of the Geo Tracker, they jumping out, jumping the nigga. I'm like, God damn, these niggas are not fucking around. They really mean punks jump up. They done beat up 8 niggas in this video.
Yeah, that was
video 3 minutes.
Great comeback single, like first joint, like oh snap.
It was like Puba who? Like that nigga ain't miss a beat. Like they ain't miss a beat. But they said, oh God, yo, my brain. Dante Ross was saying that like how they was laser aim focused on proving that they could be dope without Puba, because they knew what people were saying. Like they knew everybody was like, oh, whatever with them other 2 niggas. So it was like they were laser focused when recording that out. What you gonna say, Beck?
I was just gonna say, like, you know what else I liked with the album? You Gotta Love Me or Leave Me Alone. You Gotta Love Me. Yeah, that shit was like an anthem for me. Like, hey, I was telling you, the long phone cord and shit. Like, yo, you either gotta love me or you gotta leave me alone.
They had a video for that joint too.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, they did have a video.
Yeah, they had a video for that.
Yo. Oh my God,
they did their thing.
They don't know about the long ass phone cord that you even got.
That's what I was laughing at.
Other room. The phone cord was the original motherfucking cordless phone before cordless phone. We gonna get the extra long cord so this thing can go from the kitchen into the living room.
Right.
It's gonna go from your mother's room all the way down the hallway into your room. That was the original cordless phone before cordless phone was get that long ass cord.
Yep.
Oh God, that's funny as hell.
I had
anything else, Spence?
Yeah, and I got Red MF High. Like when you first heard that, you was like,
original or the remix?
Both. Either pick.
Yeah.
Both was hard.
Yeah, just you was like, oh wow, fire. Yeah, fire, John.
Went on to make moves
off each other with the energy too, man. Then the video, how they just and Meth still had that bounce with him. So when he was doing, that John was crazy. Yeah. And
I think one of the dopest.
Oh, go ahead. Get that.
No, you got no. I was gonna say I think one of the dopest things about that is because we've always talked about Meth making classic albums and maybe him not having enough to do it himself, but I think him and Red kind of they were able to balance that out. You know what I mean? And it just it's so weird because it's like they're different MCs, but they're the same almost, but they have different attributes. You know what I mean? Right. So I just think that was like the perfect combination right there. You know what I mean? And I know it started just off as I would love to see a doc just on their relationship, just like how it grew, because I know in the original, for people watching, Def Jam was promoting it as the month of the man because Redman was coming out with his second album, There's a Dark Side. Meth was coming out with Tikal, and that was like the big college tour that was going on, was the month of the man, and it was kind of like put together, but then it's like those two just clicked. And I mean, to still see them performing now and still see them like, they both look healthy, they're not like all out of shape and looking crazy. Red out here skydiving, Meth on everybody's TV show and everything like that. So it's just so dope to see them both prospering like that. So I would love a doc on just like how they connected and everything like that. But my bad, Spence, what else you got?
I know Red was like living in Staten Island for a minute too, because he did the MTV joint, and I think the crib was in Staten Island. So maybe just all that whole vibe. Then like I said, I freestyled a couple R&B joints. I got loose ends hanging on a string.
Ooh. On my list too.
Yeah.
Loose ends.
Video Soul ever.
Video Soul.
Donnie Simpson.
Video Soul ever. And I got the barge. I like it. Yeah.
Yo, it's so funny because y'all are naming so many songs that I'm learning the bass lines for. So I just learned the bass line for the bar. I like it. Forget Me Not. That's too far going. Like that's a nigga. Like I just started driving around the block. Like that's how I'm equating bass playing to like driving the car. Like nigga, I'm just doing 20 right now. I tried to play Forget Me Not. It's like forget that. Like everything I'm learning now needs to be a slow jam. Like so yeah, the barge I like. I just learned that joint the other day. So that's another class.
Yeah, but that Loose Ends, that was my shit.
That's my group, man.
Yeah. Loose Ends, man.
They were like from overseas, right?
They're from London.
They from the UK. Yep. Loved them on Pete Soul Survivor album too. You know what I mean? They fit in perfectly with that.
Take your time.
Yeah. Take your time.
Yeah, man.
Crazy. Vay, what you got up, bro?
All right, Compton Most Wanted out the 80s, growing up in the hood.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I heard MCA said, "Wake your punk ass up," I was like, that nigga had my attention. As soon as he said that, then that nigga's just growing up in the hood. Yeah, boy, 1984 was the year my peers didn't know what was in store. I was locked in when I heard him rapping like that. I was like, because you know what it is? It's your neighborhood. You know, we're not from there, but you can relate.
But it's the same story, right?
Right. So you kind of feel like, damn, this is authentic, basically. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I heard that, just like the shit just wake your punk ass up. I'm like, yo. Back then, boy, I loved like if niggas was like cursing and talking about all kinds of shit, I was buying that shit on the low. Like, let me get that shit. Also from the 80s, MC Lyte, Paper Thin. Beat so good that they play it again after with the fucking ad-libs. And nobody stops the shit.
That's true.
First time in hip hop history that has ever happened. Right. When it's like you get the whole instrumental right after the song. Like fuck the B-side. You ain't even gotta flip it over, nigga. We gonna just keep the party going.
Easy. That's
we just gonna keep the party going, and like Spence said, with the ad libs, everything's still in it. Like, yep.
And you just let it rock because
let it rock.
You don't want it to be over.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So 90s. Who do I have for 90s? Gangstar, DeWick. Nobody knew what the fuck DeWick was. We did not care. That beat was crazy. Greg Nice had that shit all amped up. You know, even my sister who hates Smooth B was like, but she couldn't stand that nigga coming. You know, the song is hype, and he like, Smooth B, the criminal. Subliminal. He like, get this nigga out of here. I used to be like, nah, he sound good. I was like, Coming to America. He's like, that boy good. Like, nah, he good because he's smooth. Like, nice and smooth. But nah, man. Even as a parent, right? Like, damn, Nice and Smooth with Gangstar, but the shit kind of worked with Guru rapping. Like, that shit, you know what's so dope about that record? That I think is the reason why it's so timeless and why it had this effect is it's kind of like a party. Like, niggas just hopping on the mic on a party. Like, Greg Nice is hyping up the crowd and they passing the mic and shit, and you know what I'm saying? Right. It just felt like a party and a break beat and shit, like hip hop, y'all. Like,
right.
But yeah,
there's a B-side too.
Yeah.
Was it Next to the X Girl to the Next?
I think so.
Was the single, and that was on the flip side.
Because Kill, you put me on that. It was supposed to be on Daily Operation.
Right, but right. But it was late, so he put it on Hard to Earn.
Hard to Earn, yeah. This is crazy. And I had that single, which was because I saw the Wick was on there. And I was like, oh shit, you know, because that's when I was doing my little Wigga Wiggas, and I was like, I need that. Also hip hop 90s. Wu-Tang Clan, Cream.
Yep.
Like, I would have, as dope as that record was, I always used to feel like Method Man singles were going to be the timeless joints because he had so much momentum. But what's crazy is like Cream is the one record out of all those hits that's just gets played like crazy. And when you think about what they're rapping about, like how it's almost like a pop hit. It's kind of like Annie Up in a lot
and
of ways.
I was literally about to just say it's
that's true.
Right, like you know,
biggest hit off of robbing niggas. Like you can't
right. Like, did you hear him say I grew up on the crime side? Like this ain't a damn dance record. But yeah, man, and like we said it numerous times about like well, at least me, like my experience, like first hearing that record and just not understanding the beat, like, damn, like, is this a sample? Like, what kind of sample is this? And how the fuck did he put drums to it and they rapping to it and shit? Like, it was just one of those pleasant surprises, but you know, it's more surprising to see how popular it is to this day, like Shook Ones. So,
yeah. It's crazy that Cream is one of them joints where it's like, I know it's like anti-hip hop, but it's like, I want to use that sample. Like, it's just one of those samples that's so good that even though I know the rules, I'm like, damn, how can I freak that? Because like, it's such a perfect sample. And then what you said about Dwick, Nice and Smooth came out to Dwick and AC, whole spot went crazy. And it was sold out. This was at the Hard Rock Casino. Joint was sold out. It was crazy because a whole bunch of old niggas. It was like 48 and up. Like there was nobody young up in there. It was wonderful, which was great. It was great because everybody's having a good time. But when DeWitt came on, bro, you ain't never lied. Niggas went off. That joint came on. And like you said, it's such a strange pairing. And I mean, even the quotables, lemonade is a popular drink, and it still is.
Yeah, that's a white.
That's the quotable, right? Like that's the quotable. But who had a problem with it? Nobody. Everybody's singing it. Everybody's loving it. And it's funny you said about Nice and Smooth because the first time I heard Nice and Smooth was on Kane's Pimpin' Ain't Easy. And that's the first time I heard them. And it was like, yo, who these dudes? I kind of like them. So then when I heard Early to Rise, I'm like, who's the boys from Kane's joint? And like you said with Gang Starr, how did this combination come together like that to be able to do something like that was crazy. Veg, I got one that you said, again, this is from the show Eric B is President, when Rakim came out to that in AC. Again, if you ain't doing the WAP when this comes on, I don't trust you. You the feds. You got to do the WAP. You got to do the WAP when Eric B for President comes on. Veg, you said it too. Melly Mel was at the AC thing, the message. When he came out and did that, he did that and then mixed it in with Can't Hold Me Down, the Mason Puff joint, and they were just kind of going back and forth. Like they would do, they were even doing that. They was like, can't nobody hold me down, Joe. And they would do that. Wow. They was going back and forth between Don't Push Me and You Can't Hold Me Down, Joe. And it was just like you said, it was flawless. Like it was like, this is a song that came out in 83. This is a song that came out in 97. And it just blended together perfectly. That song was so dope. My pop ain't even like hip hop. He brought the single for that. That's where the first time I heard the message. My pop don't even like hip hop, and he brought that joint. You know what I mean? So both of those joints are classic. Kelv, like you said, the choice is yours. If you was outside in the 90s, every party, especially at Morgan, I would go down to Howard for the weekends and niggas would play this. I seen the late great Bismarck, God bless the dead, do a party at Howard for the hip hop conference, and it felt like the video. It felt like the whole fucking video. The choice is yours all over again. Again, there's so many ways where I can tell you the feds. If you when Engine number 9, if you don't try to bend down, I get it. Knees are bad. But if you don't even attempt it, I don't trust you. You're too young to be around me. And then I got Busta. Put your hands where my eyes can see. That joint is the first time I heard that was like, yo, what the fuck is this? And 30 years later, I'm still like, I still need I need to see how you made this beat and why you made this beat, because I don't even know how or why you did it, and it's still just as crazy as ever. And hearing Busta's flow, because if the last time you heard Busta was "Hoo Ha Got You All in Check," and the next time you're hearing this, it was like, yo, what what just happened? Like, what style? What is going on here? And And then on the R&B side, I got When Doves Cry by Prince. That's just a song that I can just listen to forever. It just never gets old. And Calv, I had Patrice, Forget Me Nots. Very complicated bass line to learn how to play. It literally, you know what it's like, Spence? It's literally like you just started learning how to drive and your mom put you on Lincoln Drive. Like, that's the kind of bass line it is. Like, it's just like you just learn to drive around the block and somebody put you on the BQE. Like, nigga, like, whoa. I just went around the corner once and now y'all got me on the BQE right now. It's a little bit too fast. Crazy bass line, but love it to death. On the R&B side for the 90s, Right Here by SWV, the Human Nature remix. That joint still sounds just as great as it does. And I'm usually never one for just the jack, like, yo, y'all singing over Michael's Human Nature, but it just fits perfect. And Mary J's, You Remind Me, just still, You Remind Me will never get it. That's just one of those songs, again, I can just listen to for eternity. Kel, what you got up next?
So I got some Public Enemy before. I got Public Enemy Rebel Without a Pause. So just
I will throw it down your throat like Barclays. Car keys, you'll never get these. They belong to the 9-8 posse. Man, you want to talk about us in Philly? That was our favorite line right there. I'll throw it down your throat like Barclays. Like, yeah, nigga. You know what I mean? So love that
language, right? Yep. I got Rakim, I Ain't No Joke. I just think about the same. The first time I heard that joint, I'm like, again, you coming out of the Run DMC, Houdini, Fat Boys era here, him rhyming, like, this is different. This is just different. So
I've always said this. The thing that's so amazing about Rakim that I've never seen it before or after him was I would hear a song and I would be like, he can't get better than this. Like, I'd hear my melody and I'd be like, okay, this is like it. This is. Then I hear Eric B as president. I'm like, okay, he outdid that one, but he can't outdo this one. And then I'd hear I Ain't No Joke, and I'm like, yo, all right, y'all, who is this nigga? Because he keeps getting better. And then you hear I Know You Got Soul, and it's like, I quit. Like, this is the guy. Like, he just keeps going. And even when you slow it down with Move the Crowd, it's still like, what the fuck? And then somehow you mix in Paid in Full in there too, and it's just like, I quit. I give up. He won. He won.
And it's all niggas, on the same album.
Right. And it's like niggas was saying this nigga, he won in 1987 and he's still winning. Like, it was like he won. Like, again, how do you keep getting better? How do you keep making songs like this? You know what I mean? And it just was like, and Paid in Full is 1 bar. I think it's 24 bars. It's not even a whole. But, you know, then you got Eric B talking shit at the end, like, yo, you go to your girl's house because my girl definitely mad that it took us so long to do this album. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you know, Norby Watts is our agency, true, word up. You know, Zakiya 4th and Broadway's the record label, indeed. So who we rolling with, man? We rolling with Rush. Yeah, we rolling with Rush. Rush Town Man. Right? Niggas know the whole fucking intro before Bob was even spit. Niggas is quoting the intro. So, again, it's just like this dude just kept getting better and better and better. I won't hold you. I wasn't the biggest Follow the Leader fan. I thought it was cool. But then when Microphone Fiend dropped, I was like, okay, I quit again. I quit.
You ain't like the song Follow the Leader?
I liked it. I just didn't love it. You know what I mean? Like, but when I heard Microphone Fiend, I was just like, yo, this.
That beat, the bass, and the way it thought.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. So, yeah.
That Follow the Leader.
You know, it's Follow the Leader. I'm with you on Microphone Fiend over Follow Leader. Up until recently, I just heard the RZA talking about Follow Leader.
Yo, stay to the
he's breaking it down. I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's like,
yeah, I mean, it was the beat. Y'all know me, it's always the beat first. And I thought the beat was all right. Of course, Rakim spazzes out on everything. But when I heard that microphone, when I heard that and then the sleigh bells, I was like, yo, the sleigh bells. For people who don't know, go do some history on 80s hip hop and those sleigh bells, because those sleigh bells were just so dope. And that Average White Band sample, and then those drums are just crazy, man. That after
just let it go at the
end. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yo, crazy. And here's a crazy fact. I never knew, because Spence, you like Dilated like I do. Their joint Marathon that Alchemist did, Alchemist used the drums at the end. Those are the drums he sampled for Marathon for Dilated, was the drums at the end.
I gotta go back now.
Yep. Crazy. Real crazy. But shit, my fault, Cal. Keep going.
No, okay. I got 80s R&B. I got Loose Ends too, Hanging on the String. Just iconic. I got Evelyn Champagne King. Okay.
Bro, you better say this fucking R&B song I know you gonna say. If you don't say this, bro, it's a wrap. You ain't the mayor no more. if you don't say this one song, because I got the fucking song from you, my nigga. So if you don't say this song, Cal, I don't know, bro.
It's a Queen's classic.
It's a Queen's classic.
Are you talking about Kenny Burke?
Yeah. You ain't done that. Ain't on your list, bro. That ain't on.
No, it's not on my list. I know.
I would have bet a pair of Jordans, like dead ass. Like I already know any from Queens, Kenny Burke, and as much as you talk about that being a Queen staple, I was like, I know this nigga gonna say.
You know what's funny? And you should. I was at Summer Stage in New York 2 weeks ago in the Bronx, and they had Cold Crushers out there. They had Soul Sonic Force, and they brought Dougie Fresh was out there from Master Flex. And Kenny Burke came out and did Keep Rise to the Top. So it wasn't even. I didn't even think about even.
I can't believe that you.
I know.
All people watching. All Calv has told me. All Calv has told me about how this is a Queens anthem. Kenny Burke is from Queens, right?
He's not from Queens, actually.
Okay. I thought he was from Queens, so that's my fault. But I knew you was gonna have that. You would have made me lose a pair of Jordans, man.
No.
See, I'm hurt, man.
Now I got two Queens people on my list.
Oh, we know you do, my nigga. I know they was coming, but I knew Kenny was gonna be there though.
Nah, I got that's on me. I dropped the ball on that. I got Evelyn Champagne King, Love Come Down. So that got a whole nother resurgence with this dance and shit too. Like exactly, we got another thing, whole nother joint. Yep.
Big. I don't know. They was one of them TikTok things, like it was something where everybody they sped it up and they was doing these dances, like Young Boys was doing dances to that joint right there. Yeah.
You know that they definitely do with the Stephanie Mills that you mentioned earlier. The Never Love Like This, For 90s hip hop, I got Biggie Kicking the Door. Just love the joint, the sample, obviously. I got Wu-Tang Triumph. So it's my joint right there. Yeah. For 90s R&B, I got Sounds of Blackness, Optimistic.
Bro,
man, listen.
You ain't never gonna get nothing negative to me about Optimistic, man.
Nah, that's just obviously the lyrics, everything. And then I got this joint, SWV Week. I was at Morgan 2 weeks ago, and they're playing this joint on campus, and the kids, 18, 19, 20 year olds, sing the song.
Yo.
So, they word for word. That's crazy, right?
That's so crazy, Kel, because I just asked T before we started the show. I was like, yo, if you have 5 albums that you could talk about that you listen to the most at Morgan with SWV's debut be one, she was like, oh, hell yeah. That played all the time from 92, 93. All you heard was like damn near every song off that album. So yeah, that's crazy that now 30 plus years later, kids are still singing Weak. That's dope as hell.
Yep.
Yeah, so
that's my 4.
All right, what you got up, Spence?
I got Tila Rock, It's Yours.
Ooh. Yo.
That was my shit.
Yo.
Then Wu-Tang did their version of It's Yours, kind of whatever. But yeah. He was like one of them first lyrical boys too around that time too.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Tila Rock was it.
Tila Rock.
And beats like that were made for like them big ass speakers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like them shits used to knock. Like you said, with Microphone Fiend, when that used to come on like a block party, you standing next to that speaker.
Yeah, bro. My old head had to school me to like Tila Rock. He was the one who kind of schooled me to like before 85, MCs not getting really record deals. So he was like, yo, you got to look at MCs like Tila Rock, It's Yours as an album, because that's all we were getting at those times. So you can't he was like, yo, your whole breakdown of how you got to have so many albums and X, Y, and Z. He was like, yo, you got to change that prior to 80, 85, 86, because that, like you said, Spence, It's Yours is one of my favorite songs ever. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And just at the time, T. La Rock didn't have the opportunity to really drop an album. And I think by the time he did, maybe in 85, 86, it just, time had passed him by. But it's like,
he had a couple Jones on there though.
Yeah, he did. But like, It's Yours, yo, that's a piece of hip hop's foundation right there. Yeah. Not to mention that may have been the first time I saw the Def Jam logo on a 12-inch, which is crazy. Seeing that record arm come around with Def Jam in red and the album covers in black, the 12-inch. That may have been also the first time I saw that Def Jam logo, which was crazy too. So yeah, dope pick with that.
That was my jump. And I got Just Ice and Mantronix, Cold Getting Dumb.
Like dumb.
I mean, I love that whole album, man. But
bruh,
that Cold Getting Dumb, then Red and
Red and K Solo, yep.
Yeah, but that Cold Getting Dumb. Mantronix on the board, yo, man. Latoya, it's a hell of an album to me. That's one of my favorite albums.
Yo, Latoya,
my favorite album.
Yo, I miss those days when everybody had a Dare Yvette, a Latoya.
I should have picked Latoya now that I think about it.
Yeah, Latoya was crazy with the beatbox of Latoya.
Yeah.
The album cover was crazy with the graph, yo.
Yeah. And I think this came out in 86. Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
For the 90s, I got Naughty by Nature, Hip Hop Hooray. I mean, you can play that at a party right now, still go up. Everybody having a good time. It's just a universal song that everybody just knows. Like, even if you're not into hip hop, you know that song.
And now, you know what to do.
Tretch was there, right?
Tretch was there. Tretch was there. I just saw a video today with Tretch saying they ain't never getting back together. But Tretch was there. Tretch was saying, no, they ain't never getting back together. Oh, I got peeped that. I just seen Tretch on Uncle Murder and Yayo's podcast talking about, that ain't never gonna happen. But I gotta check the binge on. But he came out, he did Hip Hop Hooray, did OPP, did Feel Me Flow. I was shocked he didn't do Ghetto Bastard. Well, maybe not. Maybe I love Ghetto Bastard.
Ghetto Bastard.
No question. Yeah, I love that joint. But he did OPP, Hip Hop Hooray. And like you said, Spence, at that time, didn't matter how hard you was, your hands was up in the air going back and forth. It was just a dope joint. And I remember it being like, oh shit, like they got Spike Lee to direct that video. Because at the end you see Spike in it. It was like, oh shit, like damn, these niggas are official.
Eazy-E was in the video.
Yep.
Eazy-E.
Youngsters was in the video.
Yep.
Was Tupac in that one? Tupac was in that one? He's in one of their videos. It might be Uptown.
He's in The Craziest.
He Uptown. I remember he was in Uptown Anthem, right? He was in Uptown Anthem.
Yeah. He's in The Craziest. New York niggas is the craziest. I think he's
the craziest too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and Tretch did Uptown Anthem, which was fucking crazy too. So yeah.
So I got.
Yeah, you don't need them other niggas if he there to do them shits. Like.
Yeah, I mean. But it's crazy because even when Rakim would be on tour by himself, they're like, Eric B and Rakim reunion. And I'm like, what the fuck is different? Is Eric B going to get busy on the turntables like Jazzy Jeff for 20 minutes? Like, no. So what? It's just to see a big nigga in the back, like on the turntables going back and forth with the vinyl, like Rakim. But I get it. You just want to see them two together again. But like you said, you really don't need Ben or KG. So. That nigga Tretch did the I'm chilling with the titty feeling villain, so he did that part with no problem.
He did?
So, yeah. That's my favorite line. I'm like, you are a titty villain?
Yeah.
My kind of nigga.
You know what I mean? But at the Roots Picnic years ago, and I was like, damn, I didn't even know they wasn't fucking with each other. They just came, they did the show, and then they walked separate ways in one body.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was talking about Rock the Bells. Queens a couple years ago, the LL joint, and they were like afterwards they were saying the same thing, like we only came out because Latifah asked us to. Other than that, we wouldn't be on the stage together. So yeah.
And they was on stage and sync like like come down, Tretch. And like you thought they were still rocking with each other, but the whole time they wasn't.
Man, them niggas are professionals.
Yeah,
right. Right, like yo, we are co-workers. That's it. I come to work, I do my job, you do your job, and we keep it moving. You know what I mean?
I think you said it before, Killer. You were like, for the dough, they do it, right? You know, they get on stage.
See, the hard part is, and shout to Grab, he made a great point about this, because I was like asking one time, you got these law firms, been around for hundreds of years. I'm sure these white folk families can't stand each other, but they stay together to get the money. I'm like, why can't we do that? And Grab was like, because as black folk, we more relational. You know what I mean? White people can be like, you know what? I don't care if you just fuck my wife and that's not my kid, that's your kid. We still gonna get this money. Black folk, you fuck my wife? Oh, nigga, it's a wrap. Like, it ain't, I don't care how much money we leaving on the table. Like, nah, I'm not getting on the stage with you. So, and then it kind of clicked like, damn, that's a great point. Like, it's like, yeah, I don't have that to just be relational. That like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, I've heard some crazy shit about some shit. And it's like, damn, y'all got back together after that. Like, and I'm not even talking about just Eric, Robin Parrish and all that, but it's like, I've heard some crazy shit about folk in this game in groups. And it's like, wow, y'all was able to get past that. Like, y'all niggas need to fucking write a relationship book. Like, how the fuck y'all get past? Like, even with the Wu series, and I know that they skewed it, because I was like, oh shit, Raekwon tried to kill Ghostface? Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, and then y'all came back and made the Purple Tape? Yeah. Like, man, y'all need to write a book. Like, fuck a marriage counselor. Fuck me. Y'all need to be out here doing counseling. Niggas shot up your crib and you up here on the Purple Tape and came back for Iron Man? Like, and did a verses? Like, nigga. But we find out, like, all that stuff wasn't true, but there is shit like that has happened in groups, and people are able to put it aside. I'm like, wow, that's really dope that you're able, even through the whole Eric and Parrish. The whole point was they still was on tour with Parrish saying he knew Eric got him robbed, and it was like, yo, niggas is depending on us. Das had to eat, K Solo had to eat, Brett had to eat, and I'm like, damn, like you said, that's professional as hell that you can get on stage and go on tour with a nigga who got you tied up, pistol whipped, and robbed you in your crib, sent niggas to your crib to rob you, and you on a 30-city tour with this nigga? Doing in-stores and record stores and doing radio runs and wow, you know what I mean? Like, that's yeah, you are a professional.
I'm fucking up the bread because one of them lyrics hit too hard and shit. Like, nigga, be like, yo, who you talking to? Like, it's over. Like, I'm too sensitive for that.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not. I give it to Parrish, and that was Eric's thing. Like, yo, how the fuck I robbed this nigga? Could you really go on tour with a nigga in 30 cities and be next to the nigga who got you robbed? Like, that was Eric's defense. Like, who would do that? But like you said, some people are able to just be professional, and it's like, nah, we need this money and we make more money together than we do apart. And for some, I'm not saying all white folk are like that, but some white folk are able, and I'm sure there's some black folk who are able to do it too, but so let me just say that some folk are able to put aside whatever differences are there and say, yo, let's go get this money. Because I would almost dare to say that every group, at least in hip hop that broke up, I don't think anybody had a better solo career than the group did. You know what I mean? Not saying they didn't make good music, but at the end of the day, we kind of wanted a brand new reunion. We kind of wanted like a tribe. Any group that broke up, we wanted the reunion. Like I like both of Eric Sermon's first two solo albums, but I really wanted the EPMD reunion. So again, it's kind of hard you don't get that same amount of money. And that, at the end of the day, I think they see it now as we're older. That's what people want to see. Like, for whatever reason, we want to see Tretch and Vinny and KG on stage. We want to see Eric and Rakim. We want to see the groups that we grew up loving together versus seeing them apart. Even though we may still get the same show. We're still getting basically the same naughty show, but it would be doper to see them all together. So,
And I got Black Moons, I Got You Open remix.
Yeah,
so we already know with the video, the way that
That's when you got double. That's when it got doubled down, because you would be listening to Stretch and Bobbito. People were still listening to the radio, so you'd hear it on the radio. Then the video would just double down on whenever the radio was playing. So you're already hearing it. And then when you see the video and they on the train and they got the bubble coats on, they got the hockey jerseys on.
Somewhere in the dark.
Oh yeah.
It just eclipsed, and it's so crazy because it's a slow song, so it's not even like nothing that's gonna get you hype or you're gonna be dancing. Right. It's like, that
Buckshot flow back then was just
man.
They just did a free concert in Brooklyn a couple weeks ago, and I saw
Black Moon,
the
whole boot camp.
Oh,
that's dope. That's dope.
I think a couple years ago they did like an anniversary joint with everybody from the boot camp clique in New York, like a couple years ago too.
They did Rock the Bells. I know that. Is that what you're talking about? They did Rock the Bells.
I'm not sure it was Rock the Bells, but it was like a Duck Down anniversary, and they had everybody came. Everybody came and performed.
I do know what you're talking about. Chris was there, Kel. Chris from LI. Golden
Child.
Yeah. I do remember that show. I do remember that joint. Yep. Again, crazy thing, Boot Camp Clique was my favorite crew. I know everybody loved the Woo more. I just loved the Boot Camp Clique, man. I loved it.
Boot Camp more than Woo too.
I swear, man. Damn it. The Beat Miner. I just hate that breakup happened, because it just never was the same.
Never sound the same after that.
Yeah, it's almost like when Motown moved to LA and then left the Funk Brothers. It just never was the same. You know what I mean? So
Buckshot got a new album out, and he was doing an interview on, I think, Rock the Bells Radio, and he was talking about how the Woo, and he was like, the Woo had the backing of
you're talking about the Machine.
Yeah, he said the Machine. And people want to come in the comments are crazy. Like, no, nigga, Beat Miners. You messed with the Beat Miners thing. That was, if you had Beat Miners producing all the stuff, you'd be right there. This like, that's an excuse. People are like, that's an excuse.
Especially when you listen to that new album. Shit is trash.
It's
like
the Buckshot joint.
Yes.
Oh man,
I didn't even know it came out.
Bad. Yeah, it's bad.
Like, I get what he was trying to do.
That's what he was trying to do.
What was he trying to do?
He was going for a more live, almost jazzy style type album. But first of all, you got to get good players on there. That's one. So that
you can't have me playing bass. You can't have a nigga who just started playing bass 2 months ago.
On a bass? Like,
you can't have me being your chauffeur, and I just started learning how to fucking drive yesterday. You can't. That's not the chauffeur you want. Driving you around New York City, nigga. You need a professional driver to drive your ass around New York.
You know how they have like lounge singers? This album says like a lounge rapper. Where you like, who the fuck rapping back there? Like, why you trying to eat your wings and shit? You like, why don't they put the fucking radio on? We're gonna take a break, y'all. Like, I had to turn that shit off and delete it out of my album, because I was just like, I didn't want this nigga to, because I love Buckshot.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, I don't want to hear this. Like, get back with Night. Like, come on.
Yeah, get back with Night. I'm with you. Yeah, that was.
And you know the hard part is, bro, is that sometimes I think it just runs its course. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually the Beat Miners started falling off. You know what I mean? So it's not like I can sit here and say, like, I feel like Pete just kept going. Pete Rock just kept going throughout the years. I felt like there was a point, because I brought all the the Beat Miners, Brace for Impact, very slept on album on Rock.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
Very slept on album. I've copped all their albums, and I mean, they don't have it anymore. You know what I mean? And it's funny because I was watching this documentary on James Jamerson, and they were saying, like, yo, by the time the 70s, probably 74, 75 came, those bass lines weren't the thing no more. Like, we were moving into disco. So it's almost like the James Jamerson sound kind of was dead. You know what I mean? And kind of where hip hop was moving at that time, that, to me, that lo-fi, boom bap, dark D&D sound was kind of dead at the time. You know what I mean? And Love Tech and Still to Death. And it's funny, because people used to always say back in the 90s, like, who's better, Mobb Deep or Smith & Wesson? And it's like, I like Smith & Wesson better, but lyrically, I mean, Prodigy and Havoc were better rappers than Tech and Steel. You know what I mean? They just were, you know, and that's no knock to Tech and Steel. I love Tech and Steel, but Tech and Steel still sound the same that they did in 1993 and 2026. You know what I mean? And again, that's not a knock. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? And it's just one of those things where, and I feel like at least Tech and Steel, they were always trying to find their footing. It was like, well, let's do an album with Pete Rock. Okay, let's do an album with Knife. Okay, we're going to get the Soul Council with Crisis. And they've always been trying to find, but I just felt like they never found it. Whereas with like Sean P's personality was so big that it was like, he didn't have to find anything. Sean P could rhyme over anything or anybody and make it sound good. Whereas I felt like Buckshot and Tech and Steel, especially OGC, they needed the production to help them push them to places where Sean P didn't need help. It was kind of like, I'm gonna just do me. Hell, Rock dropped a dope ass album a couple of years ago.
His album,
right.
Yep.
The last Rock album he did was dope. You know what I mean? But nobody really talked about it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it definitely was leaving a B minus. And you gotta give people what they want, especially now. Like these legacy artists, I hate to say it, y'all, you can't go out here and experiment. That shit was 20 years ago to experiment. You know what I mean? Like, and again, I want you to be an artist. So if you want to be a jazz singer, do it, but just understand that that's not what we want from you. So don't then get mad when it's like, yo, why you don't like my shit? Why you won't let me grow? Nigga, you like 56. Like, growing, you ain't getting no taller, nigga. You are who you are. Like, no, I'm just saying, you are. Like, nigga, you are who you are. Like, I can't tell niggas, I can't tell niggas, like, yo, I'm not sampling no more. I'm playing live bass lines. Yo, Vegas, hear my new bass line beat. That nigga be like, this shit whack, yo. Like, just because you decide you want to play bass and stop sampling don't mean the shit is going to be good, nigga. It's just, that's a decision you decided to make. How about you fucking keep making beats and put a bass line on top of that motherfucker? Now you trying to make your own, like, it don't. So again, you can grow all you want. Just know that I tell people all the time, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You want to go walk out in traffic on 95? Knock yourself the fuck out. There will be consequences for it. You want to jump the fuck off the roof? Do that shit. It'll be consequences for it. You want to make a jazz singer album in fucking 2026? Knock yourself out. There will be consequences for it. So live your dream, but just understand, don't get mad when don't nobody show the fuck up. Yeah. You know, so that's the crazy part. Vague, what you got up next, bro?
I got one.
My bad. I'm sorry, Spence.
I got the Jodeci Freaking You remix with Ray and Good.
Oh man. Oh yeah.
Look.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Listen.
Look, man. Yo, and the joint be slow as shit. Like, and that's what people watching. Like, why I keep bringing up the tempo is because usually when you thinking of bangers, you're thinking of things that are up tempo, things that like get you hype. Yo, that Freaking You remix, yo.
That's another one of those pairings that you didn't think would work.
That's true. Word. Never in a million years.
It's magic.
That shit perfect.
Magic.
Bruh.
Yeah. That was
it.
Anthem right there.
Yeah.
Spence done got us paused. We like, damn.
I know. That's
crazy.
Like,
whew. Crazy.
Man.
And I went to that Jodeci show, man. Like, I was on 10 the whole night. Like,
when that's they performed that, John?
Nah, if they would have performed that, I would have been on stage rapping. I would have been like, yo.
You would have been Little Mama? You would have been Little Mama?
I would have been like, yo, you ain't ghost in here, I got it.
They would have been Little Mama. Like, fuck that. I was feeling that shit. Like, yo, whatever. That was the same. Little Mama never bounced back from that, man. Like, that's the last time we seen her ass. Was on stage with Alicia Keys and Jay-Z and the B-Boy Stance, and that was it. Jay was like, we are going to make sure this motherfucker never exists. You think I blackballed Dame? Watch what I'm about to do to this little midget girl over here. She's never going to be seen again. Ever. And we ain't seen Little Mama since, man.
Yo, she got out there like she was really a part of the group. Like, she really...
She told you she was feeling it. She was feeling it. Like, yo.
She had an out-of-body experience.
And you know Jay fired his security, like, yo, ain't nobody tackle this motherfucker. Like, yo, you know she ain't. Yo, somebody got fired that night. Like, nigga. Niggas like, yo, she 4'8", nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck if you ain't on stage, tackle they ass. You give a fuck? Be a midget run up here on me, nigga. Tackle her. Oh man, that's crazy. I feel sorry for her, man. That Lipstick was popping, man. It was a good little kiddie song, and that nigga did that shit, man. I know she wish she never went to that show. Like, I know she'd be like every day, like, if I go back in time, fuck even not getting on stage. I don't even want to be at the show. I don't even want to be in New York. I'll be in North Carolina that weekend. I do not want to be at that show. Crazy how that can just change your whole life.
She's acting now.
Recently.
She has?
Yeah. Go ahead.
She has, Vegas?
She's done interviews about that. Because I saw an interview a while ago where she was crying and, like you said, Kill, talking about like how she didn't deserve, you know, the repercussions of it. Like, you know, we understand you get in trouble and stuff like that, but Jay was probably like,
that was the Breakfast Club, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Breakfast Club. Yeah. I remember that.
I ain't gonna front. I guess I'm a little just too. Sometimes in New York come out and I'd be like, "Fuck you crying for?" Like the Lipstick thing wasn't that movie. Like you act like you had a Ready to Die waiting for us somewhere. Like, you were already falling off. Like, you're blaming Jay-Z. Like, but you know, like you said, it is kind of sad because you never know. Like. When you look at Cardi B and all the shit she get to do, you know, maybe it could have been something else. But
oh my god,
Jay-Z was like, "Nah, you don't even get to make a demo. Like, just fuck out of here."
She acting now. I think she does like BET movies and different stuff now.
Good.
She played Left Eye, right? She played Left Eye in that bio joint, a TLC.
I don't know.
Oh, let me look that up real quick. Let me look that up. Lil Mama, Left Eye.
I know she did some joint where she was like portraying. It was like a biopic of some gangster woman she was playing.
See, this is why I don't watch BET, man. What the fuck is that?
Oh no, I don't even think this was BET. This was Lifetime. Like I definitely Lifetime is worse to me than Lil Mama.
I think the boy Lance Rose.
Yeah, she started Left Eye in the 2000 VH1 Crazy Sexy Cool, the TLC story. Yeah, she played Left Eye.
Wow.
Yep.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that joint either, man. Just something clicked when you said she acts. I was like, oh damn, I do think she plays Shorty. Yeah, I try to stay away from VH1 and BET, and especially Lifetime. Yeah. Veg, what you got up, man?
All right, 80s hip hop. Dougie Fresh and the Get Fresh crew featuring Slick Rick, The Show. I've always loved that song, obviously from, you know, back in the 80s. But I especially like it was almost as if it was imprinted in my mind now. That scene in New Jack City where Wesley Snipes is going into the club and they make that shit slow motion. And I was just like, yo, that shit look ill. You know what I'm saying? And you know, obviously you heard that song a million times. But like, yeah, just timeless record where even back then, you know, it felt so different from everything else. Also reading that Teddy Riley book, I did not know he produced that as a fucking teenager, which was also like what?
Crazy.
Like a Teddy Riley done did everything. So also from the 80s, Public Enemy, Fight the Power, man. When you hear the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan saying they'd rather switch than fight, and that build up to the beat, you can't play. Look, don't invite me to your riot and that shit come on. They be like, yo, Vegas punching the fucking police like he's out of control. Like, that song is just so infectious, and it, for it to be called Fight the Power, it feels that way. Like Welcome to the Terror Dome, right? Like it felt like what the song was called. And then y'all know my true Vegas Hollywood stories. I was supposed to be in mad fucking videos y'all seen back in the days. Every fucking video, I was right there, but I was too impatient to stay And then I watched the video. I'm like, I was standing right fucking there. I should have stayed. I should have stayed. So, and only for those who don't know, like the movie Do the Right Thing was literally around the corner from my block. So we were out there like every day. I didn't even know about that song until like some friends was like, "Oh, Public Enemy doing the video." I was just like, it's gonna be one of them days where I might just have to take an ass whooping from not coming home soon because like Public Enemy's around the corner. So, but yeah, just a powerful record.
Yo, question, Vague, because I heard during the making of Do the Right Thing, they had to shut down that block for like months. And that, like, you know, a lot of people in the neighborhood, you know, was like pissed about that. You know, that was true.
Yeah, that was a small ass block too, right? Like for like every day, yeah, like almost like every day during that summer, you know, it was barricaded and you, for the most part, you couldn't get in. Now they also built a lot of shit there, like the radio station wasn't there, obviously the pizza shop, the bodega wasn't there. So they built all that shit, then they burnt it down, you know, with the riot scene. But
Right.
yeah, I didn't really know anybody that lived on that block, but I could see that because it was like that was the movie block for like that summer. So
Right. All right.
on the 90s side, I have dang, I said a couple of minutes. Oh, Warren G Regulate. That fucking beat. Like this is another one of those songs where I'm like, this nigga's getting robbed in the song. And it's a hit.
It's bellow, right?
Right. It's all cool and shit. I'm like, damn, you want to get robbed? You get robbed like that, all cool and shit. Especially if Nate Dogg is about to come and help you out, you know.
Five wings I can fly.
Yeah.
Yo, the wild part, my old head schooled me to that. He was like, yo, he a nut ass nigga. How the fuck you gonna write a rhyme and you get robbed and you get robbed in your video? Like, I was like, oh shit, never thought about that. You supposed to be punks jump up to get beat down. You supposed to be whooping niggas' asses in your video, not getting robbed. But yeah, hilarious.
But that's a testament to what we said before. Songwriting. He wrote a song about getting robbed. Nobody gives a fuck. It's a fucking jam. You know what I'm saying? Until you start saying, because I know for me a lot of times, right? Like for me, a lot of times when I listen to records, it's more so about the feeling on my first listen. I'm not really paying attention to everything, you know, and the details. And then he's like, I'm breaking myself. I'm like, I can't believe they're taking Warren's wealth. Like, nigga, are you getting wrong? It took like 3 listens for me to be in my headphones like, oh shit.
He disguised it by hitting the wealth joint.
Right. I was just like, damn, and shit was a hit. So definitely time. A Tribe Called Quest, Electric Relaxation. I feel like of all the hits they have, you always hear this one. Like,
that's true.
Old school mix, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to think Check the Rhyme was gonna be that, but I feel like, and I wrote that down at first, and I was like, nah, Electric Relaxation. I like a brown, yellow, Puerto Rican, a Haitian. Like that shit is embedded in us when that shit is on. So, and I would have never thought like from Tribe, like that. At least to me, that would be a record that would have that much of an impact. But I think because it connects with the ladies as well, without being sappy, it's like it's cool. You know what I'm saying? And then the fellas feel smooth when they saying the shit. So. Electric Relaxation.
And the fact that we didn't know what the fuck the chorus was for about 30 years, you know?
I still don't
know what they were saying.
Yeah.
Because I'll just the mumble shit sound better to me. Like, you know, I'll just mumble.
Right, because somebody was like, "It's relax yourself, please settle down," and I'm like, "Nah, I'll just keep mumbling it." Because
nobody want to hear all that shit.
That don't sound good. I'll just keep on mumbling.
Right. My wife is good for that. That's not what they're saying. I'm like, he said pissing in the ocean on the record. I know what song I'm talking about. I was like, it just sounds better when you say that instead of the real words.
You got anything else, Faye, for that one?
That was my 2.
Oh, okay. For the 80s, I got It's the flip. I got The Bridge by MC Shan. To me, one of the greatest songs ever. Hip hop staple, of course, Queen staple. I also have The Bridge Is Over by BDP. You know what I mean? Another classic joint. You know what I mean? The thing that I loved hip hop back in the day because it really was like if you lost the battle, you literally just got erased. You know what I mean? Now I think it's totally different now. You lose a battle now, it's like, who kind of gives a fuck? I'm still rapping, and you keep going. And because Shan's second album, Down by Law I forgot the name of the second album, but his second album was a very dope album. It came out in 88, produced by Marley. Marley was doing Biz in 88, Kane in 88, G-Rap in 89. So again, the beats was there. That second Shan album was dope, but I just felt like after losing the BDP, it was like nobody wanted to hear it. And I think a lot of times people kind of forget about The Bridge because The Bridge is over, but The Bridge is still a banger. I don't care how crazy The Bridge is over as it was. The Bridge is still a banger. On the hip hop in 90s, I got Mass Appeal by Gang Starr. That just is timeless to me. That's just will always, them walking on the beach, the video, another, like you said, Spence, another time when the song was dope and the video just matched it. Of course, you got Troy, you know what I mean? Just, again, anytime somebody passes, that's it. Today was a good day from Ice Cube for everybody watching. I'm saying a West Coast joint. That's just what comes to mind first is East Coast, but Cube's Today was a good day. I will never get tired of hearing that song. And again, the video was dope. To kind of see his whole day was crazy. And then One More Chance, the remix by Big. You know what I mean? The video for that was crazy. It was like a who's who of hip hop. The Stay With Me sample from The Barge was crazy. So that's it. On the R&B side, I got let's see. I got for the 80s, I got Don't Look Any Further by Dennis Edwards. Ooh, love that joint with Sierra Garrett. Yep. Crazy. And then I can't forget some slow jams, Between the Sheets, the Isleys. Like that joint is still just, I will never get tired of hearing Between the Sheets and how many times people have sampled it. I want to say that Tribe was the first to do it for the Bonita remix. I think so, but so many people have sampled that. And then for the 90s, I got Are You That Somebody by Aaliyah and the Back to Life acapella by Soul to Soul. If people don't know what I'm talking about, just watch the first 12 minutes of Belly and you will know what I'm talking about. That will never, when those drums kick in, let me explain something to you, bro. It's a whole nother. When me and my man Nate, we were the tick and tag dancers, we would be doing this routine and we would have that part just come on, and when those drums go, we just start putting in the work. That was something special and in that time. So Cal, what you got left on your list, bro?
I was gonna say, you talk about the Soul to Soul. Soul to Soul. The Knicks used it for the playoffs. They did
word?
The Belly. They did a Belly with the
Oh yeah. I did see that. Are y'all resigning? Are y'all resigning Cat? Isn't it something like y'all gonna go over the tax or whatever?
What they call?
Or he got to take a pay cut to get Brunson paid, or what is it?
Yeah, I think. What'd you say?
The second apron.
Second apron. Yeah. I think Cat might take less money because I think he said he's all about winning. So obviously we'll see when it comes down to it if he actually does or not. But Brunson, I don't know if. I think he might take a discount again. I don't think that's guaranteed that he's going to go for the whole, because he took it the first time. That he's going to less this time. I mean, I think he can take less this time still.
All right.
Push comes if you never know. I got like Big said, I got the show as well for Dougie Fresh Slick Rick. I saw him at Hip Hop 50 a couple of years ago at Yankee Stadium, and yeah, to see 50,000 people just word for word is just the song is just iconic.
One of the most iconic 12 inches too. The show with Lottie Dottie, one of the most iconic 12 inches.
12 inches ever. I got special, like you said, Kill. I got it made. For 80s R&B, I'm gonna go to Queens for two of mine. I got Melissa Morgan, Fool's Paradise.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
When that joint come on, just an iconic record. She from Queens, obviously. And then I got Tom Brown from Queens, Funkin' for Jamaica.
Funkin' for Jamaica.
Man, listen. That song, oh my God.
That one, come on. Yeah.
Hold up. All right. I think everything is funny, right? But in that song, when them niggas are like talking as the beat is building, and he was like, what he said? He be like, I just saw Chad, and there's a nigga in the back, like, what's up with him?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, I had never heard that before. Like, go back and listen. I was like, damn, this niggas got beef on the record? Like, shit. I just heard that shit like 5 years ago. I was like, damn, that was always there? Like, yeah.
I gotta go listen to that again now. Now that you said that's hilarious. Yeah, but that joint, especially for years, as a kid, I'm like, oh, they're talking about Jamaica, the island. I'm like, oh no, he's from Queens, he's talking about Jamaica, Queens. So, how about that? 90s, I got Sexy De La. Probably might be my favorite De La record. Love that joint. I got Tribe. I got Scenario. Scenario come on. Them. I'm with you. Electric Relaxation is probably the most Tribe song I hear play, but Scenario for me too is just something that the way the intro starts off, you already know what it is. R&B, I got 90s. I got Monica. Don't Take It Personal. Like that, LL just used that beat, so almost what you talking about, Kill.
Backseat G, yeah.
And then I got High Five, I Like the Way. Talking about Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley produced that, so.
You talk about High Five.
High Five.
You say
High Five, yeah.
Yo, that Quality Time, Cal.
Quality, another Morgan record is all over campus.
That's another Morgan joint, man.
Yeah.
That shit was everywhere. I
Everywhere.
mean, that was my shit right there. What are you gonna say, Bay, about the High Five joint?
No, I was just gonna say, I mean, like reading that Teddy Riley book and seeing like how much he's done, like even K-pop. Like he was on K-pop early. Yeah, he like at the beginning, like he helped make that shit popular, and I'm like, these hip hop niggas about to get a review on my channel because this man is like, he's important when you look at all these records he touched, especially like leading the charge in a lot of ways. It's just crazy to hear. So yeah,
he's kind of like doing a little tour right now. I'm thinking about going to check him. He's gonna be down at the MGM, Kel.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he's gonna be down at the MGM. I think it's like a little him, and then he's probably doing some Babyface shit, like all the songs he's produced. I think he got some background singers, and it's supposed to be like Teddy Riley and God Point 2.0. I don't know what the fuck that means. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
is it him or is it band playing his stuff?
It's him, but like from the clips I saw, it'll be like him playing on a keyboard with some dancers, and he'll be like, y'all remember this joint? And he's playing, I Like, you know what I mean? So I'm sure he probably got some backup singers because he can't sing, you know what I mean? Unless he put the little joint in his mouth, pause, so I'm sure that's what God 2.0 is or whatever like that. But yeah, he's gonna be at the MGM. Me and T may slide through because, like you said, it's just so many bangers. You know what I mean? Just sometimes stuff you don't even know he produced.
Sometimes he has Aaron Hall with him, but I don't. After that,
I think Aaron's on. I think Aaron's kind of low. I think Aaron's on the low right now. Yeah, so Aaron ain't popping up at no MGM. Like
if he show up, Kill, pull out your camera and record. The cops is right there.
Yeah, Aaron on the low right now. That nigga probably got a wig on somewhere in Spain right now.
Yo, you said that Teddy Riley's doing. I think Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis doing the same thing.
They were doing that in Vegas. They were doing that shit, and I wanted to go so bad, but it was only for like a real short period of time. Like I wish they were doing a whole like residency of that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if y'all saw did y'all see the clips for that, Spencer Vague? Oh, like YouTube that. It was like Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, they would be doing these things, and you know, they would be, it was almost like just crowd interaction. It was like, oh, we gonna start playing something. Oh, this is how we came up with this. And you know, he bet me I couldn't make a song off of just one note. And they start playing Escapade. Like, it's just like really a dope, like, you know, like interacting with the crowd. It's not like, hey, we're gonna come up here and just play songs. Like, we're gonna have conversations. Like, this is how y'all remember this joint? Oh, well, this is how we came up with, you know, Saturday Love. Yeah, like stuff like that. Stuff that I love. I'd much rather hear that than them just come up and then just perform the songs or whatever like that. So, and then you know all the joints. So once they start playing it, then the crowd is singing it and everything like that. But yeah, it looked dope, but they were only doing it for like a minute. But that would be one of those things where I would like move heaven and earth to just fly out to Vegas for a show and come right back, because that looked crazy. Yeah. Who's next? You done? You done with everything?
Yep, I'm good. Yep.
All right, Spence, what you got left, bro?
Man, I got so many Jones.
Yeah, keep it going.
I got Stetsasonic, Sally. People don't like the way that Sally walk.
I know a girl named Sally.
Sally,
that's another one of them damn songs.
Still hear that in the old school rotations on Saturday nights, Friday nights. The old hits, they still go off on that.
Them drums, man. And then on the low, people forgot about Faye. That was off Stetsa's first album. They had a song called Faye. It was just beatbox. Yeah. Faye was wild. That's a wild ass song. Like that, we talk about songs that get you canceled. They did some wild ass shit to Faye. So
that's what On Fire, John? On Fire?
Yeah, that's off On Fire. Yep.
Okay. Damn, all right. And I got Coogee Rap and DJ Polo, It's a Demo. I just love how he would just do his verse, the demo joint, then he'd just go right back into another rhyme, then the demo, he'd just keep on going. Like, I mean, G was going crazy on that joint, man.
Another one, G-Rap.
Was going
for people watching who may not know, the craziest thing about G-Rap, between the first and second album, this nigga had to get brain surgery.
Yeah.
And then the nigga made Wanted Dead or Alive. If you have brain surgery and then go make Wanted Dead or Alive, nigga, you moved up 5 spaces in my book already, because niggas get some niggas get brain surgery and can't talk no more.
Can't talk.
Let alone you went on to make that and then went on to make Ill Street Blues, and then come on, man, stop. Like, G-Rap is just on a whole nother level of legendary status, man.
Real quick, you know what? Like with that song, it always reminds me of hip hop shows on the radio back then, because I remember, like, you know, we'd be hyped to hear that shit, especially like you said, if it's a grown folks party and like the hip hop shit was on. I remember my mother hated that shit because that song was like 20 minutes. Because the DJ it's a demo. Like it felt like it was forever. But you know, like me and my cousin Will, we was just loving that shit. Because you know, it's just like hip hop, niggas scratching, and we didn't give a fuck if the verse wasn't playing. She was like, "Why is he not playing the song?" But yeah, it always makes me think about that. You know, hip hop radio.
For the 90s, I got Queen Latifah, UNITY. Classic. I know we only mentioned a couple ladies, so I wanted to like get the ladies in that joint. And another one I got so many. I'm gonna go with LL. I Shot You with Foxy, P.
Yep.
Keith. It's a classic posse.
Man.
Classic. Joe. By Joe.
Again.
Fat Joe.
Again, the track masters, man. Again. Yeah. The track masters, man. People hate on them, but yo, the niggas got. When them niggas want to get in their hip hop bag, they get in their hip hop bag. Like,
Yeah, I know it was the first time we heard Foxy too, right? That was the first time we heard Foxy.
Yeah. I thought it was Shaheem. We played at 889. We was like, who the fuck is this? That's Shaheem. Like, the fuck?
Yeah.
You know? First time I heard West Side Gun, I thought it was a girl. Like, that's crazy. First time I heard Foxy, I thought it was a boy. First time I heard West Side Gun, I thought it was a girl. Like, yeah. So but
and I got Jade. Don't Walk Away. Jade,
Don't Walk Away.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Those drums. Drums, man. I miss that 90s hip R&B because the drums, like even if they wasn't using a breakbeat, they just made sure, like even Dallas Austin with Monica's Before You Walk Out of My Life, like the echoing horns. I just love the fact that R&B producers would grab pieces of hip hop to kind of put in there to just make the drums harder, man. Like,
that record, man.
That Jade record was huge, man.
And that's the only song I know from him. I don't know no other song.
I was just about to say, You Ain't Never Lie. Kind of like, I won't say it's with Brownstone.
I was gonna say Jay got.
No, I was just gonna say Brownstone was. No, you got it, Cal. You got it. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say, what was the joint? One Woman Man or something like that was like their follow up to that joint. It was like a slow joint. But then a couple of nothing like don't. Yeah, nothing like. Yeah,
my shit was Brownstones. If You Love Me, that was my shit too.
Yeah,
but Brownstone had some bangers. 5 Miles to Empty, like they had some more. Brownstone had a couple of joints, but Jay really only had that Don't Walk Away. But again,
that's a joint. One of the chicks was on Martin from Brownstone.
I think so.
I think she like lost her voice. Martin was trying to manage her and all that.
Yeah. God damn, you got a good memory, bro. I forgot all about that.
Yep.
I forgot all about that.
I think she was like the lead. I think.
Yeah.
Shortcut joint.
Yep. But Brownstone was dope. Vay, what you got up left, bro?
From the 80s, I got De La Soul, Me, Myself, and I. I know sometimes they hate that we be waiting for that shit, but it's like, nigga, you can't leave until you do that, okay? Like, that's the one. NWA, Straight Outta Compton. I mean, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. And I didn't even know what NWA meant when to that nigga. So crew niggas with attitudes, like, damn, niggas with attitudes. This song is illegal, like.
Because for people watching, again, the only NWA we knew at that time in the 80s was the wrestling, the National Wrestling Association with Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen and the Rock and Roll Express, the Midnight Express, Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, the Road Warriors. That's the only NWA we knew. So, like Vague said, when NWA came, we was like, who the fuck is this? Like, saying NWA. So, yeah.
Especially when Ice Cube was like, I got a sword off. I'm like, damn, I need this fucking album. Like these
the video too with it. The video was crazy.
The video was crazy.
I also had EPMD. So what you saying? Just letting that beat rock for a bit before they rap is just infectious. Like I was listening to that today. Definitely unforgettable. 90s, P Rock and CL Smooth, they reminisce over you. I mean, those lyrics were just so potent and perfect for the beat, the flow, kind of how he led to the hooks. Like it was just a perfect sound. Just everything about that. It's kind of like 93 Till Infinity, Lucchini. Like it's just one of those records where, like you said, you can't plan to make a record like that and have it turn out to be that good. You know what I'm saying? Like you can have the intentions of, a dedication or talking about your family, but it was just perfect. Biggie, One More Chance remix. I felt like when that remix came out, that was it. Like Juicy, sure, but when One More Chance remix came out, that was it for Big. It was like, this shit is the anthem. And I went to that shit was on in my prom. I was dancing with my ex. I was like, it wasn't on purpose either, because I was like, I don't want this bitch back. Like, but it just happened that way. You know what I'm saying? You just instant, it's like, oh shit. hope she don't get no ideas. You still dancing, but you don't get no ideas. Tupac, I Get Around. Every time I hear that record, it's like it first came out. It's like Tupac's still here when I hear that record. When I watch the video, like it's fun. When I always say that shit, like around my wife, like it's fun. She's like, "Nigga, are you listening to the lyrics?" Like, well, it's fun for guys. Like, but yeah, just a timeless record. And you know, aside of Tupac, most people don't talk about as much. They kind of just dwell on he's a revolutionary or he's a thug and blah blah blah. I was like, the nigga made I Get Around, like one of the straight fucking party jam type records. So
right.
The Benjamins,
man,
Daddy and the Family, Lil' Kim, Big. Like, I don't know, like, cause I never checked the comments, so I don't know you niggas. But I'm talking about on your stuff, Kill, on your podcast. But I don't know if niggas understand the Benjamins
how big
back then. Like the Benjamins was so like we had it before there was a Big and Kim verse on it.
Right. And I was gonna say that's the ill part, that it was already crazy on the Clue tapes.
Right.
No question.
Just the perfect beat. Like, I mean, that was just a sign of the times. And then last one I had for the 90s, I did have MOP Annie Up for like the same reasons. Like, I always thought, you know, when I first heard it, you know, especially as an MOP fan, I'm like, oh shit, crazy. Did not expect to go to the club and hear Rapidos. I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna be dangerous. I started dressing different after that. Like we put the sneakers on because somebody gonna fight. But yeah, like crazy to have a record like that, and it's like a pop hit. To be honest, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, it's on wrestling. It's in commercials.
It's in a commercial, right? I'm like,
yeah, it's crazy. Like we know it's the beat, but also like you said, like listen to the lyrics, they're robbing people. And the only thing that was disappointing, because when you mentioned Punk's Jump Up to Get Beat Down video, it's like, yeah, you know, Punk's Jump Up to Get Beat Down. But you watch the Annie Up video, I'm like, nah, I needed more niggas getting snatched up. Like hoodies, like, you know what I'm saying? Right. I needed that. You know, I didn't need them in a party unless they were there to rob the fucking party. But
right.
Nevertheless, song's still dope. So
I think the dopest thing, and that's the perfect song to end with, is Annie Up, because it kind of brings me back to the beginning when we were talking about making timeless music. And I'm like, Luther and Marcus wasn't just in the studio. Like, we got to just make great shit. You know what I mean? Because for people watching, MOP, maybe album before this, or is it 2 albums before this? I can't remember. But they had a song with Jay-Z over the Rocky beat, which on paper should have added up to a hit. You got Jay-Z, you know what I mean? You got the Rocky, for Alarm Blaze. You got the Rocky sample that everybody knows, because at that time in hip hop, like, that's what you did. Like, get a song everybody knows. You get Jay-Z. That song did absolutely nothing. Mm-hmm. Nothing. You know what I mean? Then it's like you just get with DR period, make a banging ass beat, make a song about robbing people, and you got your timeless anthem. You know what I mean? That prayerfully, if they paperwork is right, it's gonna be paying them forever, because like we said, it's on wrestlings and commercials. It's a song that everybody's always waiting for to do. So that's kind of like what I meant earlier about not trying to follow a formula. You just make great music, and prayerfully at the end of the day, you end up on a list like this of just music that nobody's ever gonna get tired of hearing, and songs that whenever Kel Vegas, you know, when we had Skis, you know, Homecoming John, you know what I mean? These are going to be the songs that the DJ throws on, that gets everybody hyped, that gets everybody dancing, that gets everybody rapping along with it. Those are those timeless Johns that we're talking about. So definitely a dope show. Spence, where can they get at you, good brother?
88 Spence on IG and Twitter.
All right, Kel, where can they get at you, good brother?
Get me on Instagram at Big Kel.
All right, and then also get with Kel. If you got anybody who's going to Morgan State University, that is the man to get with. I'm dead ass. I don't know how he's not the president now. You know, I'm not paying my dues until this man is in the fucking president's house, which really ain't saying shit because I've never paid any dues anyways. I graduated, so it's not like I'm hurting anybody's pockets. But I'm definitely not paying them fucking dues until this man is the president. So definitely get with him, and we mean that. You know what I mean? I told Kel, one of my students is going to Morgan. The first thing was, oh, give me a number. Like, let's figure things out. So always a helpful hand for that. Veg, where can they get at you, good brother?
You can follow me on social media at Vegas World INC. Check out my podcast, Hip Hop Now Podcast, right here on YouTube. News and perspectives, couple specials, special episodes. Reactions, stuff like that, you know. Check it out.
All right. No doubt. You already know it's me, Kill 889 IG Twitter. One of my peoples was saying, Kill, you got all them records in there. You need to shout out a record from time to time. So I'm going to start doing this at the end of every episode, just grabbing a record. We could talk about it real quick, briefly, or whatever. The first joint that I kind of was going through and I'm pulling out is Rock This Funky Joint by Poor Righteous Teachers, which should have made my fucking list, which is why I pulled it out, because I'm like, how did this not make my list? Because this is a classic, timeless song. So starting with people from PRT, you were talking about, I mean, this is off their first album, Holy Intellect. I think Holy Intellect dropped in 90, but Rock This Funky Joint, I mean, at the time, I just didn't know anybody who was rhyming like Wise Intelligence. Like, his style was so, I don't even know how to break down his style. Like, it was almost like, I don't know, Vegas, an MC, how would you even talk about, you know?
I think he was technical, like really technical, where he layered his words. It felt like it wasn't going with the beat, but he was always in pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
right.
Yeah, you're right. Like, nobody was rapping like that.
Nobody.
Yeah, nobody was rapping like this. It was on some God Body stuff. It was like, the beats was dope. Shout out to Tony D, who produced this. God bless the dead. He was a producer from Jersey, white boy. Craziest thing that a lot of people don't know is, for a minute, PRT and YZ were kind of going back and forth with each other, and Tony D was producing the both of them, which is the craziest fucking thing. This dude, he was producing both of them. You know what I mean? Could you imagine being a producer for MC Shan and BDP at the same time when they're going back and forth between the bridge and the bridge is over? That's crazy that he's the same producer. So definitely this Rock This Funky Joint, classic. Anytime they played, I can't believe I didn't name this. I'm kicking myself. These boys from Trenton, New Jersey, right over the bridge from Philly. If you've never heard Holy Intellect, check it out. So many bangers on there. Shaquilla, Strictly Ghetto, which is my favorite song. Time to Say Peace, Style Drop, Lesson Taught. So definitely a dope piece of vinyl to pick up if you don't have it. And don't forget, we also got the Emmy Award winning documentary Out in These Streets, Kill and the Kids, is about my relationship with two of my kids. One who passed away, who was murdered 8 years ago. One who got robbed at gunpoint, and everything we're trying to do to work with him through my studio at my teen center and doing podcasts and everything like that. So check that out. You can check that out on PBS or on YouTube. It's called Kill and the Kids, not Killing the Kids. So so check that out, and I will check y'all next week, good peoples.